volume on that, baby.
Yeah.
Hey, you can smoke a spliff with a clip, but there's still no mountain pie, you know. Oh, wide enough to touch the naughty, nappy, nasty nigga, the nasty, trashy, whole happy pappy. That's happy to be nappy.
Oh, boy.
Spots and plots and groups and troops with your boots and jails. That's how I roll with my hair do dope. When the will I got woman competition ain't dope. Beat you, break you, broke you, smoke you, take you, see you to your little group.
Shout out to Trevor Boone.
You wanna flip, tell 'em full sick.
Blueberries make blueprints.
That's that naughty by nature. Can't hide from where you go far. No matter where you go.
Naughty.
That's what Clemson Tigers doing right now. That's what the Tigers doing. Pause that right there.
We got it. We're
That's
going
what
to pause
Clemson
that.
Tigers do is right there.
Oh.
That's it. That's what make it. Put the bass out of the side of my neck.
Don't get dizzy on it. Hey, folks, you know what it is. This is football with a dab of fishing. This is the college and high school segment, folks. If you want the NFL segment, go back and watch the last show. If you want the food of the week, in the last show. If you want the fishing forecast, the last show, and that chocolate chip is in the last show. But this one here, we're going to bring a high school football, homeboy fishing. Did anything interesting happen in South Carolina last night?
Those Greer Yellow Jackets beat Rock Hill 27-6.
Whoa.
Gaffney beat Rock Hill 27-6. Greer, with a 3-7 record, went into Southport, who was 10-0, and beat them 21-14.
Congratulations, Greer. That's a big win, baby.
And Dorman brought that stick to Greenwood, 35-0.
Dorman bring that stick to everybody this year. Watch out, Deutsch Fork, Sumter. We coming. Check this out, Jefe. We're going to recap Georgia's football. Not a whole lot of big things happened last night.
Playoffs in South Carolina, though.
And,
round 2 next week.
And this is round 1, I think, starts next week for Georgia.
Right.
Last night, you had number 15 Mills Creek at number 20 Collins Hill. No problem for Mills Creek. They rolled 24-7. Archer, number 17, went and visited Shiloh. Shiloh had a better record of 7-2. It didn't matter. All rolled 42. I think it was 7. And then lastly, you had Coffee 7-2. Who did Coffee County play? Coffee played. Who did Coffee County play? Homeboy Fishing. They played a ranked team. I can't see it. What's the ranked team? I can't see what they got over here. No, don't worry about it. Who they play?
Lee County.
Oh, Lee County. Oh yeah, they rolled. Lee County rolled. What was the score? 35-17. Sorry about that, folks.
There we go.
35-17. Lastly, we had a big rivalry game. Stevenson played Tucker. Shout out to Tracy Tobias. Stevenson's squeaked by 13-7 over big-time crosstown rival Tucker. Shout out to all the moms and uncles out there who was out there in that cold weather.
It was cold. That first true cold night of high school football.
Cold last night.
Them pads are hurting. People had snotty nose.
You know, butts were numb, sitting on those cold cement benches.
You remember when you hit somebody that snot come out your nose? That's when you knew the game was ready.
Yeah,
Look at that neck. Football neck.
Football necks. Here you go. Shout out to my Blueberries last week. We had a great time at homecoming. But let's get into the Power 4 this week. The real college football ranking. Give it to them.
Look here. This is my Power football ranking because you know why? I don't care about what you think. I really don't care about what them polls think.
Them polls are horrible.
Them polls are horrible. We're going to talk more about that later, though. Like in the words I say, to be the best, you got to beat the best. Clemson Tigers is the number 1 team. They can't help who they play.
They beat them.
They beat them. But number 2 team goes to Ohio State. Very strong. Justin Fields, hey, he's the real deal. Remind me of a young Cam Newton.
Yeah.
Number 3 and 4 team, you can toss it up, flip the script. You got LSU or Alabama. We'll see who right the ship today. That's my Power 4.
Hey, very good Power 4. My Power 4 is very the same, but a little bit differently. I do my things in reverse order. Number 4, Ohio State. They've been very impressive thus far. But they got Penn State and Michigan looming in their future. And the suspension defensive end Chase Young could be big if he's suspended for the remainder of the season. Then number 4. Number 3, LSU undefeated, battle-tested, but are they ready for the kings of the SEC? We shall see today at 3. Number 2, Alabama. Still undefeated, but will they stay that way? Number 1, Clemson.
Be the best.
Still undefeated. And still the defending champs. Can you buy that? I don't think so. And that is our Power 4 of this week. So, Homeboy Fishing, did anyone impress you last week? Did anyone like you say,
Yeah.
Who?
The Georgia Bulldogs did,
What?
actually.
You've been dogging them all year.
I know, but they actually came to play ball against Florida because I picked them to lose.
I agree.
And they ran the ball. Prolific. Number one receiver showed himself. He came back off injury.
Okay.
And Georgia Bulldogs beat them at the basics. They beat Florida. They beat a good Florida team.
Yeah, they did.
They really did. So Georgia is my team that impressed me the most last week.
My team that impressed me the most, I'm going to go a little bit smaller schools. I'm going with Georgia Southern over then 20th ranked Appalachian State. Georgia Southern only threw 4 passes in that football game, completing 1. But they rushed for 335 yards, and they beat them boys on the road. So that was my most impressive team last week, Georgia Southern over Appalachian State. What about this week? Do you have an upset game potentially
Yes,
this
I
week?
do.
Who do you like?
Number 16 playing at Texas. Look at it. The Texas program lost last week. TCU was devastated. All right. Sam Ellinger, you like him as quarterback. He threw 4 picks. That would not happen this week. They had 7 penalties for 72 yards. That won't happen this week. I mean, they will right the ship, and they will win, and they will knock off number 16, Kansas State, and put themselves back in the
I didn't realize Kansas State was ranked 16.
Man, look, they still got Notre Dame ranked.
Okay, folks. Hey, here's my upset game of the week. That same TCU team, I like them over Baylor. The ball has been bouncing in the favor of Baylor all year long. If you watch them, they've been winning close game after close game. This week it doesn't happen. So the Horned Frogs beat their second-ranked opponent because they beat Texas last week. And that's an upset pick of the week. Hey, hola, Titi Pillar. Thanks for watching. We talked about the Ravens in the last show. Go watch the last show. So I give a shout out to your Ravens again. They won. They're doing their thing. We shall see. Let's get into our games of the week, Homeboy Fishing. You got a big one at 12 o'clock in 2.5 hours. The Big Ten, number 4 and 8-0. Penn State travels to number 17 and 8-0 Minnesota Golden Gophers. Homeboy Fishing, give it to them.
Look, we're not a happy excuse me. We're not a happy valley. So it's gonna be real cold there. My partner Lilo Jones, you can check him out at Lilo.
Did Lilo
Jones.
play in Minnesota?
He played outside linebacker for Minnesota. He said that's why he had to get out from up there. You run from the dorm to there to get on the bus. It's gonna be real cold. But also snow is coming. So Penn State will be trying to get out of there so they won't get trapped in Minnesota before the snow comes. All right? So they'll get a heavy dose of Rodney Smith. Who's Rodney Smith, you want to know? He already got almost 900 yards rushing. All right? They're going to slow the game down. They're going to make Penn State get real cold. All right? Penn State defense will be tested. But Penn State has also struggled against okay teams like Michigan. I forgot the other one. So this is the biggest thing going down in Minnesota in a positive way since Prince's death.
Oh, wow.
Minnesota in a close one, 21-17. Penn State, you out of here, buddy.
Wow. Hey, everyone has an opinion. Homeboy Fishing has his, but the Jefe does not agree with him this week. The Jefe likes Penn State. Let me tell you why. Penn State plays in the snow. The cold weather's not gonna bother them.
No,
this Saturday to me is all about to see how real are the Golden Gophers. Minnesota has not been this good since 2003. Then they finished the season at 10-3, and they started the season 7-0 that year, and they went on to win a bowl called the Sun Bowl. Old school people might recognize the name. They have rolled over lesser opponents this year. They averaged 38 points a game, but they still allow 20. Penn State comes in with very similar numbers. They average 38 points a game, but they only allow 9. Penn State had better be ready to play because Golden Gophers get a chance to show the nation and the world if they're a pretender or pretender in the Big Ten. Unfortunately, one of the best coaches in James Franklin coaches for Penn State, and you have those guys focused. I like Penn State winning on the road by 4.
Best thing since
I like that, boy.
sliced bread in Minnesota.
Hey, bro, but hey, Golden Gophers, keep doing your thing, man. I like the way you're doing. You know, as a matter of fact, they in the southern side of that division. They have a 2-game lead on everybody else. So this doesn't necessarily knock them out the Big Ten championship, but they're gonna lose this week. Next big game, and the biggest one here, we got number 2, according to these polls, which we're gonna talk about shortly. LSU 8-0 at number 3, Bama, also 8-0. Give it to them.
Keep rising to the top. I mean, he say, give it what you got.
Give it all you got. Give it all you got.
Ain't no half stepping. Look here. Queen rises to the top. And LSU is loaded. They got quarterback. Pretty good.
It's their best team in a long time, baby.
They got wide receivers.
They definitely got wide receivers, bro.
They got running backs.
They got our little running back. He's a good
Look here.
strong back.
Alabama is living off a cupcake schedule right now. Yes, you heard that. They are living off a cupcake schedule.
I agree. Horrible.
All right, they only played one ranked team, and that was Texas A&M.
And they played him when they was
Hurt, banged up.
Yeah.
With Tua be at full effect, who knows? If he doesn't play, is it over? Who knows? If he still plays, are they in trouble? I think so. Me personally, I don't think Alabama will be able to keep up with LSU. LSU is going to push that ball down the field, and that's just way too much for Alabama to handle. Like we said
they are
before,
going to go vertical. That's what Clemson be. That's how Clemson be Alabama.
Go
The vertical pass game.
Listen here. When is the last quarterback? We talked about this a couple weeks ago that prevailed out of Alabama. Joe Namath, who made a name in the NFL. Tua is not the guy. Look here, Joe Burrows.
You like that? So he likes LSU
35-24.
35-24. And we're a little bit on. NFL was kind of aligned, but we're not aligned this time. The Jefe likes Alabama, and let me tell you why.
Because your brother-in-law like Alabama.
It has nothing to do with
scared
black.
of black.
But I ain't scared of no man. Anyway, let's shout out here. Shout out there. Check this out. Over the bye week, LSU lost 2 defensive players. They left the team for personal reasons. That's very strange to me, especially going into the biggest game of the season. So something is going on at LSU, but at least they're keeping it in-house. At least they're doing that.
Sure.
I truly believe that LSU is the better team, especially on offense. Their quarterback-wide receiver tandem is slightly better than Alabama. Both defenses are good, but not great. But Alabama possesses a better coach in Nick Saban. Also, Alabama needs to win this game, or there is zero chance of them making the college football playoffs. Tua will play. So unlike 5 years ago, where this would be a defensive game with lots of points, not expecting that. I think the home field advantage will be the difference. I think Alabama prevails by 3 at home. Lisa Pilgrim, I do not know who you are, but she has a Gold Cowboys on here. Listen, folks.
She replying to Clarence Knox.
We talked about that game last segment with NFL show, and we both predicted the Dallas to do what?
Lose.
Next game. Last game. We going here to last game. We got they're not ranked anymore, but 7-1 Appalachian State. Very interesting matchup going to South Carolina, who's 4-5. Homeboy Fishing.
Look here. App lost to Georgia State last week. Georgia Southern. And how did they lose to Georgia Southern?
Georgia Southern completed 1 pass.
Okay, look.
Ran for 335 yards.
This was a disaster for them. Edwards has followed the Debo tracks and become a number 1 wide receiver. He is. Did you see that catch the other week?
He's good.
He made you got mossed. And you know what? They have a 2-headed running back.
Yeah.
Hold on. Now, how many times did he throw the ball last week?
One time. Georgia Southern threw the ball. They threw the ball 4 times against Appalachian State, completed 1. And they won.
And South Carolina defense is pretty good. This game will not even be close. Bold prediction right here, buddy. Both backs for South Carolina have over 100 yards. South Carolina wins in a blowout, 35-10.
Homeboy Fishing, we are completely opposite this week. The Jefe likes Appalachian State, and let me tell you why. Appalachian State has been the giant killers of Division I football teams.
Had been.
They're disciplined. They're talented. South Carolina also has talent, but Muschamp has been very inconsistent with getting his team to play at their best. They make too many mental errors and are undisciplined. Appalachian State is like a featherweight boxer. They keep jabbing you in the face all night long. That constant pressure will be too much for the Gamecocks to handle. Simple as that. And so what I think is that shout out to my frat brother Dunbar. This pressure is going to result in South Carolina losing and potentially having Muschamp fired, and that would put a big ass smile on Dunbar's face. I think Appalachian gets it done. I like Appalachian with the upset by 3 in Columbia. By 3. We complete opposite that way.
You said they ran the ball down their throat. Carolina got. Do you understand? Terry
Let me tell you
played at Clemson and left.
But you have to understand that Georgia Southern is a running team. They run the Wishbone outfit. South Carolina Muschamp, they outthink. Sometimes they outthink themselves. Too smart. No, they won't.
Football.
They're gonna try to pass the ball around like they normally do. Those some interceptions to keep Appalachian State in this game, and they pull off the upset. Go get them, Mountaineers. HBCU time. You see the shirt right here? This is a Blue Bears shirt right here.
Yeah.
Blue Bears. See right here?
It ain't no
Blue
Teddy
Bears
Graham.
shirt. Oh, Teddy Graham.
Oh, he looks like a Teddy Graham.
Hey, our game of the week this week, we got 72 miles at 5-4 Tuskegee. This is a big game, man, in the SIAC. I like Tuskegee, even though they're 5-4. I like Tuskegee over Miles. Let me tell you why. In HBCU football, home field advantage does exist.
Yeah, that's real deal.
Don't think it doesn't. Let me give you a couple examples. The bands will play throughout the game, regardless if their team's on offense or not. They'll be out there playing that doom, 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 doom. That's what they do, HBCUs. Number 2, the bros will start hopping in the stands and everyone turn around and see what's going on.
Even
Those
the players.
are distractions, baby.
Even the players.
That's HBCU football, and that's why I love it. Miles comes in with the better record with only 2 losses on the road. Tuskegee has only 1 conference loss, an early season loss to Albany State. Miles goes to Tuskegee. Historically, Tuskegee has been very tough at home. Very, very tough at home. And I think that that's going to be enough to basically allow them to win. And they're going to remind Miles that they own the SIAC. I like Tuskegee at home over Miles. Tuskegee by 7.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to you, Ben. That's right, Tuskegee University. That's right, folks. But that's HBCU football time. And shout out to them Blueberries. I think they play.
Oh, it's homecoming, Tuskegee.
Oh, wow. Ooh. It's definitely going to be some home cooking going on with them officials, them zebras. But anyway, Livingstone plays John C. Smith. Last week, Livingstone, y'all didn't get it done for homecoming. Shout out to Omega South Phi Fraternity Incorporated.
I meant to talk to
Time
y'all.
out. We gave out scholarships. We fed the campus from 10 a.m. to 8 o'clock p.m. Or you can eat crabs, chicken, roast, macaroni and cheese. That's how the bros do it, dog. That's how the bros do it.
Y'all lost homecoming?
We did lose homecoming, though.
You didn't say nothing about that. You said about all the other things. You lost homecoming?
Listen, what I'm going to say this much. They tried real hard. That's all I'm going to say.
What was the score?
We focus in on the positive. Focus on the positive with the scholarships
you never
we gave
said
out.
nothing about the game.
Oh, let's get into our topic of the week. Our topic of the week is our opinion on the recent college football playoff rankings. Anyway, the score Livingstone College game favor was 32-0. Let's keep moving.
Y'all got zip,
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, let's talk about the college football rankings, though. Give it to Homeboy Fishing.
Look at here. These rankings, why? Let me tell you why. It's to build up hype.
You said the reason earlier, though, right?
You saying.
You said the reason. What is it? What is it about?
Hold on. It's about, no, it ain't even about that.
It is. It's about that, too.
It's about, you can't have enough money for this. This is about TV ads. This is all about TV. I mean, listen. If they have the same teams playing, look, they got the same teams in the same conference ranked above Clemson. Do you know why? Because when these teams play each other, like Alabama, LSU, it's gonna sell that ad that sells to run that 30-second ad.
Yeah.
$20,000. It's gonna take it to $2.5 million.
That's that keeps for men, that hair loss thing.
Yeah, it's gonna keep people watching. It's gonna sell. Like, and people upset about the kids getting paid. Why?
Not me.
I'm not, because they're basing this game off of how much revenue it's going to bring in. One, for the school. Two, for the NCAA. Just because you're in the NCAA, a school you play football is a bigger entity than just your school. And that's the NCAA. And it's all about the money. So don't get hyped about these polls. Clemson Tigers, grab a back seat, ride this out.
It's all about that money, folks. That's what it's all about, that money.
It's all about money.
Advertising dollars.
Look here, no matter what, Clemson win out, they play in the national title picture.
Folks, here we
Power
go.
4 school.
So he said advertising stuff. Let me tell you something. Here are some words that come to mind when I see the recent poll. Bush for the tabloids. Hashtag reality football TV. How is Alabama number 3 when they ain't played nobody?
But they said Clemson ain't played nobody. That's what they tell me. That's why.
Hey, listen. I like Penn State and Coach James Franklin, but how the hell is Penn State ranked number 4? How?
And they struggled against Michigan.
Now I'll give you props. Ohio State needs to be up there. They've been impressive this year.
Impressive.
But these polls are for the so-called experts to talk and debate about. On top of the advertising dollars you just mentioned right here.
Billions, not millions. Billions.
Clemson fans might be pissed, but there's no need to stress or worry about it. They might be pissed because the Tigers have won 23 straight games in a row. Pissed because the Tigers have played in 3 out of the last 4 college football championships and have won 2 of them. If I was a kid, I would say these famous words. Uh-oh, you done messed up now.
Man, they're about to hang 80 today on North Carolina State.
They have just gave Clemson motivation fuel for the remainder of the season. Dabo can play the disrespect card. Dabo can play, I told you to underestimate you card. And also, 2 of the top 4 teams have to play each other. So, Clemson will be right up in there before you know it. And also, bold predictions, you heard it here first. For the first time since the college football playoff was put together, not the BCS college football players, a Pac-10 team, 12 team, will join the party this year. I don't know which one. It's going to be Oregon or Utah. One of them two going to crash the party this year. You heard it first. You heard it last.
Well, you know what?
Shocking.
Notre Dame out the picture.
Notre Dame, man.
But
every
hold
year.
on. Will they give that thing, that one-loss team to the Pac-10, Pac-12, or will they give that one-loss team to the SEC?
I think they're going to give it to we'll see, I guess. Because I have no idea
you see what
how
I'm saying?
they think. I think
it's
it's about them envelopes in the mail.
Yeah.
I think it's about envelopes in the mail, right?
Yeah. But you know what?
What's that?
This is over.
The show is over, folks. It's wintertime in the South. Stay bundled up out there. Go watch some football. I know basketball season has started. I love basketball, but guess what? This is football season.
They ain't even
so we're
talking
going to focus
football
on
in
football
Atlanta.
right now.
They talking about Trae Young.
What's Atlanta talking about?
Trae Young
Trae
and the
Young.
Hawks.
And the Hawks.
Hey, this show is not to be replicated or duplicated. Let's consent from Homeboy Fishing.
Oh,
Chocolate Jefe. Look, we don't own the rights to this music. We just play the music.
Every day, every
man.
time here. Hey, Blue Bears. Here we go. Blue Bears, folks.
What you got going on over here with the music?
Man, I don't know what's going on YouTube. It's an iPhone, so iPhones are pieces
No, they're
of
not.
crap.
No, they're not. If you tune into the last show, you know what
iPhones
this means.
are overrated,
You know what this means.
just like the polls, folks.
You know what this means.
Chocolate Hefe out.
You know
Deuces,
what
have
this
a
means.
wonderful day.
Chocolate-
Boom. You see that, Boones? I got you
love
here.
blue.
This is Trevor Boones. Blue Bears make blueprints. You know it, folks. Keep doing your thing, Boone, out there. Shout out to Livingstone College Nation. Shout out to my brother, Homeboy Fishing, folks. Get some. Deuces.